Nope, I can't do it. Just can't. No way. I need to show you something. No, seriously. Here, just watch this so you can understand. Just watch.
These so-called legendary gems seem very useful. How would one go about acquiring them?
Well, the writings I've seen speak of the Elder Rift in the same breath as these gems. Legends upon legends, it seems. Still, I believe the Royal Mages recently made a breakthrough involving something called crests.
In case you need a bit more context, let me break this down for you. That was Deckard Cain, one of the most beloved characters in the Diablo franchise, absolutely iconic, explaining to you, the player, the intricate mechanics of how to spend real money on loot boxes. Subtle, right? Sure, if you spell subtle like this. I can't even begin to explain how angry I got when I first saw this cutscene. I thought it was fake. Surely they didn't, right? I had to see it for myself. So I did exactly that. And after less than 3 hours, there it was. What the fuck? And it's not the fact that they set the story before he... See, that's not what really bugs me. What really bugs me is they're using him to sell you this absolute shit show of system designed to empty your bank account within literal hours.
Have you ever been this ticked off before in your life? 'Cause I haven't. Nuh-uh. Never.
What used to be just a regular part of the core gameplay experience is now gated behind a paywall at $25 a pop for a maxed out run. More on that later. And you know what happens when you don't? But it gets worse. Before you even get to one of these rifts, again, a core part of the game before, you start to notice that this game really wants your money. Treasure packages, a battle pass, cosmetics, a daily login system. This game appears to contain every single way to fleece a player for more money. Want to get worthwhile drops? Give them some money. Want to upgrade your gear? Give them some more money. Get cosmetics to look cool? Give more money. Start a clan? More money. Skip the grind and just buy the gear you want? More money. Remain competitive in PvP? More fucking money. But it gets worse. Let's say you're a person that does have more common sense than disposable income and you just try and enjoy the game without bankrupting yourself. You can just spend some extra time and effort like a proper gamer and grind your way to the top, right? Wrong! This game has hidden limits to stop you from getting ahead by just spending more time than the whales you're competing with. Once you hit those limits, you are crippled. Unless, of course, you spend some money. So you weigh your options and you see that there's a way through, a glimmer of light in the dark seas of pay to win. Buy the daily login pass. It has crests in it. What a savvy spender you are. Except you're not savvy. Because this isn't your average daily login, no, this is Activision Blizzard's idea of a daily pass. By trying to play it safe, you've now reduced yourself to a slave to this system. Here's your collar and leash, may as well take these and put them on. Why? Because now you're stuck logging in every single day, like a hobo at the local soup kitchen for your daily hot meal. Didn't show up yesterday for that 7th day crest? Too bad. You weren't the obedient pet you were supposed to be, so Daddy ActiBliz threw it in the bin. No crests for you, start all over again.
But maybe you worked your way around that, or you enjoy being at someone's beck and call.
Take that, Diablo Immortal. Now you get to play with the same toys that the rich kids are. Wrong again, stupid. Those aren't the same crests that real players get, oh no. These are the ever so slightly different crests that you won't even realize are different until you read the fine print.
Why doesn't it say that you can get legendary crests from the cash shop? It's because you can't. The legendary crests in the cash shop exclusively are different. The cash shop ones, the ones you buy for eternal orbs, are called eternal legendary crests. They look almost identical, and they behave almost identically. Indeed, I believe they have been designed to be identical.
But it gets worse! Wanna know exactly how much money is needed? You may have seen a figure floating around the internet, the egregious six-figure number of $110,000. But that's not actually true. You see, this number is just for some gems. These are perhaps the most important part of endgame gear, and oh boy are they a mess to figure out. To begin with, as a free-to-play peasant, forget about getting the best ones, they won't drop for you, ever. However, for the right price, 10 legendary crests, you can obtain the opportunity to drop the best gem type in the game, a 5 out of 5 star. How does this work exactly? Let me show you.
$20 right there.
But that's probably just a fluke, right? There's no way you're that unlucky, right? There's probably a pity system that'll make sure you won't go too long without getting the best gem. Right? Congratulations, you just got yourself your first 5 out of 5 star gem, and all it took to do it was... Now that you're a proud owner of a brand spanking new gem, guess what? Do that 5 more times. Except it's not going to be just 5 more. Why, you may ask? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because this system will drop you duplicate gems you already own. You can only equip one of any single type of gem. This means that you actually have to keep grinding for even more of them until you finally get 6 unique 5 out of 5 star gems so you can finally equip all your inventory slots. And that's assuming they're all the right ones for your character. Wanna know how lucky you need to get in order to reach that point? Well, have a listen to this clever individual who happened to do the math for you.
Let's be generous to Blizzard. Let's not just hate on them. Let's not be an entitled gamer. Let's round it up. 0.36% chance. Every 50 crests has a 0.36% chance of giving you the gem you need if you already have 5.
At this point, you're probably wondering, when do you actually stop spending money on this game? That's the neat thing. You don't. Because now that you finally have the 6 gems you actually want to use for your character, you get to rank them up. But hey, at least you have a pile of duplicate gems to throw into the system, left over from all that grinding you did, so just dump them all into the grinder and you'll... But wait, there's more.
Once you resonate a gem, now you can put 2 other gems into this particular gem in order to get the
son
gem
of a
resonance.
bitch! So no, you're not just spending $110,000. You're actually expected to spend anywhere up to $1 million. But it gets worse! Everything that I have just covered, the purchases, the features, the passes, the cosmetics, the gear, the endless drove of monetized features, it's all purchased and available for one singular character!
What in the cinnamon toast?
In a game where swapping classes to have a fresh experience is supposed to be half the fucking fun! Why? Why have you done this? Why? But it still gets even worse! Wanna know the absolute best bit about all this? At the end of the day, after all this bullshit steps you go through while playing, the 50 shades of monetization you wade through trying to enjoy this game, you are playing the exact same game from 10 years ago. Same maps, same gameplay, same bosses, same characters, just a different UI, a somewhat new story with nearly the exact same kind of progression as the previous campaign, and all of it saddled with the level of monetization that would bring a tear to old mate EA's eye. So here's my recommendation on what you should do if you have the itch to play Diablo Immortal. Just play Diablo 3. You probably already own it anyway. Slap a new coat of paint on it if you want a fresh experience out of it, or add other quality of life improvements to make it feel nicer. Or if you don't own Diablo 3, try Path of Exile, or The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing, or Torchlight, or Grim Dawn, or Victor Ran, or Lost Ark, or literally any other action RPG recently released and available. There's a literal ton of these games available that are tens, if not hundreds of times more worthy of your time and money than Diablo Immortal. Tell me, Activision Blizzard, was it worth it? Was it worth destroying what was left of the goodwill of stalwart and loyal Diablo fans like myself? Was it worth shooting yourself in the foot for Diablo 4, considering people are going to be much more careful about buying into it now that you've shown how shamelessly you can commit grand theft monetization? And I'm saying the name in full, Activision Blizzard, because I know for a fact that if this was still just Blizzard Entertainment, we wouldn't have reached this sad state of affairs. Actually, never mind, it probably was worth it because they've already reportedly somehow made $24 million off this absolute write-off of a game. They don't care because, as you can see, they can get away with pretty much anything. And that's why I'm angry. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next time.